Janitor dies and everyone is shocked when they discover who he really was. No one knew Ronald Reed's secret until after his death. The 92-year-old grew up in a small town called Dummerston, Vermont, in a poor farming household, where not much happened. Growing up, he was the first in his family to graduate from high school, and from there he would join the Army. Ronald's first part of his life was jam-packed with action, but when he returned home from the war, the veteran was now happy to just live a simple life. He worked as an attendant at a gas station until his first retirement, and then simply out of boredom, the now much older Ronald decided to take on work part-time as a janitor at J.C. Penney. He drove a second-hand Toyota and wore very basic clothes. In fact, some thought he may have even been homeless, as he would often go around town wearing clothes that were so old they were held together by safety pins. But nonetheless, Ronald was just your everyday, very ordinary elderly man. But when he died, everyone would soon learn just how wrong they were, as they would finally discover who the 92-year-old veteran really was. As it turned out, the 92-year-old, who was a simple man who lived by simple means, was in fact a multimillionaire worth $8 million. Ronald, who lived in a modest home and seemed poor to most people, was actually far from that. The janitor was apparently able to build such a huge fortune because, according to his stepson, Ronald was a stock market pro who had put all of his extra income towards investing and used the Wall Street Journal as a guide. Not only did Ronald keep this fortune a secret, he proved just how generous he was, because he would end up leaving $1.2 million to the Brooks Memorial Library and $4.8 million to the Brattleboro Memorial Hospital. You see, Ronald always wanted his money to go into good hands because he wanted it to be used for something positive and not just be squandered away. And many say one of the biggest lessons we can learn from the 92-year-old veteran is to never judge someone by how they look, by the car they drive, or the clothes that they may wear, because sometimes you are simply wrong.